gospel of life, incorruption, immortality, and sonship with the bondservant of Christ, JohnAnosike.
Let me give you some little glimpses into what flesh is, and that will advance your spiritual dispositions against every possible entering point and influence of the flesh. The first thing you ought to know is that flesh is Satan's creation. Flesh is the throne that Satan rides on or rules from. Satan is the custodian of flesh. If you live according to the flesh, you have become a subject, captive, and instrument in the hand of the devil. It doesn't matter who you are. You can be an apostle, you can be a preacher, you can be a prophet, whatever you are. Any moment you have given yourself away to the flesh, you have become an instrument in the hand of the devil. Now, the flesh is but an exact clone of Satan. The flesh is not the devil, but a clone, exact reproduction of Satan. So Satan can manipulate your life. Satan can control your entire life through the flesh. Now, for instance, the Bible says, if you through the Spirit mortify the deeds of the flesh, thou shalt live. And Paul said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So it means that by the Spirit, we can through it overcome a certain problem in our lives. Okay, it is not enough to just have the Spirit. It is part of the benefits of the Spirit is that we can through the Spirit overcome, through the Spirit access conquests, victories of different dimensions. And just like Satan can through the flesh manipulate your marriage and destroy your marriage, Satan can through the flesh manipulate your mental faculties and bring you into different strongholds of the mind that will cause your entire life go into different chaos and different tribulations, because you are not in control of your mind. Are you with me, sons of God? Are you with me, sons of God? So the flesh is a gateway. The flesh is an access. If you allow the flesh to govern any aspect of your life, you have opened the door for Satan to govern, to control, and to have a maximum influence in that particular aspect of your life. So Satan works through the flesh. Wherefore, as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, so death passed upon all men, for all have what? Sinned. Now, flesh is the child of sin in man. Death is the child of sin. Sin entered the world and built a stronghold in man called flesh. You see, when sin entered the world, it reproduced. So man has the capacity to be fruitful and multiply, subdue, dominate. So the capacity of man is what energized the creation of Satan through sin and the multiplication of sin into flesh. And through flesh, man died. To be carnally minded is death. Sin didn't kill so quickly. It took years for mankind to succumb to physical death. You getting that? So the ministry of sin, the dominion of sin, took advantage of the capacity, the innate God's given capacity in man to produce dominance. So over the period of years, over hundreds of years, thousands of years, sin thrived. And dominated the entire human creation. So what we're seeing today is dominance. Death is dominance, and that dominance should have been life. Satan was never given the capacity to be fruitful. Satan has no capacity, has no ability to be fruitful. He can't be fruitful because the ability to be fruitful is in man. So the reason why Satan came after man was because of the innate, inbuilt abilities that are within the man. So when sin crept into man, sin went straight to those abilities of God that God had built in man. So sin was sown as a seed. It became fruitful and multiplied and replenished, and has today subdued and dominated the entire world through sickness, disease, death, old age process, tragedies and sorrows and all kinds of works of darkness. And that's why the sons of God are going to manifest. Is somebody hearing me tonight? The sons of God are going to manifest to reverse everything that Satan has done through the innate gifts of man of God. Is somebody hearing me right now? Okay, that's what Paul means when he says that the innate expectation of creation is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God. Creation is waiting. We are going to reverse death. The Bible says that through one man sin entered the world, and death resulted from sin. How? Through the flesh. So what is it that powers death? Flesh. Yes. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if you through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the flesh, ye shall live. Now it means that death in you, life also in you. But to live the life of God, you would have to, through the Spirit, mortify the deeds of the flesh. So there's a life in you to be lived. There is a death in you that walks through the flesh. If you live by the flesh, you are walking death. You are activating death. You're giving death dominion and a certain level of influence on your life. If you live by the Spirit, you live. If you through the Spirit mortify the deeds of the flesh, you shall live. another thing that results from flesh if you live according to flesh. It is called promiscuity. It's a stronghold that comes from practicing sexual sin. Worse than HIV is promiscuity. You don't understand that? Listen, even though you are a politician, you'll come down. Even though you're not born again. When a man becomes promiscuous, firstly, he will lose his marriage. Even though if the marriage is working, just note that the woman is under abuse. The woman is just holding on, waiting for a moment to explode. And this has nothing to do with Christianity or atheism. It has everything to do with general living. I have seen powerful politicians reduced to a piece of paper because of promiscuity. Help me now. I've seen anointed men of God reduced to a piece of paper because of promiscuity. The works of flesh can abolish your destiny completely. It can abolish everything you value in life. It can destroy your finances. It can destroy your businesses. It can destroy your company. It can destroy everything you have ever built. So when we speak of death, death is not just dying physically. Your finances can die. Your business can die. Your prayer life can die. Your connection with God can die. Nobody who lives in sin can truly connect with God. I don't care how much grace you preach, deep down in your heart, you will feel that moment of disconnect. So flesh works death, and there are diversities of death. Death is not just when you die physically, or when you lose your body, or when you check out of your body. Death can kill your money, your finances, your marriage, your affection for your spouses. Death can kill your destiny, your future, your ministry, your business, your company. Flesh can kill these things. So, when you live in sin, what are you doing? You are activating death. I plead with you, do not live in sin for too long. If you found yourself in sin, fight to get out of it so that it doesn't become a stronghold. Once it becomes a stronghold, it becomes an ongoing, established, instituted energies or lifeline that empowers the outlet, the influence and control of Satan in that particular area of your life. So the flesh is there to work out the will of the devil concerning you. We ought to be very smart. The Bible says, do not give any room to the devil. The thief comes to steal before he kills. And after he kills, he destroys. He kills to destroy. He steals to kill. When he steals your holiness, he kills your relationship with God. When he steals your faith, he steals your fear of God. When he steals that reverence that you have for God, that commitment that you have for God, he destroys your connection with God.
Special announcement from the Office of the Bondservant of Christ, JohnAnosike. Please beware of fake accounts on social media, be it Facebook, YouTube, and all others impersonating the man of God, asking for funds from people. Please note, Pastor John does not have any orphanage in Nigeria or in any country, nor does he ask anyone to donate to any orphanage. Also note that the only official page of the man of God, PastorJohnAnosike, is the one with over 451,000 followers. Our YouTube channel also has over 155,000 subscribers. Note that the man of God does not chat, send friend requests, nor inbox people on social media, be it Messenger or WhatsApp. Therefore, anyone doing such is false and should be treated as such. This is a notice that you are informed and sensitized to be alert and vigilant. Stay connected and keep subscribing to the teachings of the bondservant of Christ, John Anosike.
Due to malicious and fraudulent activities, please note that these are the only official 2 accounts of the ministry. For EFT or bank transfer, bank, First National Bank, FNB, account name, New World Faith Ministries, account number 622-67035048, branch, Woodstock, branch code 250655, Swift code FIRNZAJJ. Building project banking details. City of Sons. Bank, First National Bank, FNB. Account name, New World Faith Ministries. Account number 623-569-03578. Branch code 250655. Branch, Woodstock. Swift code FIRNZAJJ. To give online, kindly visit our website and use the following link: www.spiritrevelationchurch.org/give. Here, you can give via PayFast for those that are in Southern Africa, and PayPal for international donations.
Good news for all those living in West Africa. For your giving and donations, here are the only official and approved banking details. Name: Ikechukwu John Anosike. Account number 1170020753. Bank: Zenith Bank.
Please note that the following is our official and only PayPal email for the ministry: donations@spiritrevelationchurch.org. Kindly report any suspicious activities to our emergency line, +27 63 423 5895, or email info@spiritrevelationchurch.org.